Good morning, YouTube. How are you this morning? I am pretty good, I guess. It is about 8:15 Central Time, and I am at the Home Depot store in Mountain Home, Arkansas. Let's see. When we last talked, I ended up heading down to the house, of course, and parked my truck at my regular truck parking place simply because it was 1:30 in the afternoon when I got there. And so parked the truck, got my pickup, ran a bunch of errands, and went shopping, did some things I had to do. I got home about 4:15, 4:30, something like that. And then when my stepson and wife got home, kind of talked with them a bit and chit-chatted, and my wife had to go to a dinner event that I was originally supposed to go to, but because it didn't look like I was going to be home when we bought the tickets, she didn't buy one for me, which is fine. Kind of wish I'd been able to go, but because she got an award, and sometimes you win some, you lose some. But I did end up taking my stepson, who did not go to the dinner because there's no kids allowed. I took him out to Red Lobster for dinner. He chose where we went to go, and we had some swordfish steaks, and and I had a couple drinks, and kind of just chit chat. We spent about almost 2 hours at the Red Lobster, just talking and eating and just kind of BSing in the wind, And we got home that evening after that, and we sat around, talked some more, watched TV, and relaxed till my wife got home at about 9:45, and I spent some time with her and went to bed. And I got up around 9:30 the next morning. Well, I take that back, about 8:30, and got going and got over to the Home Depot DC at 10:30, and they got me right in there and loaded it up. And while I was there loading, I shot a video that I was going to post on Saturday, even though I said I wasn't going to. But after I reviewed it on Saturday night, I decided I wasn't going to post it. It just wasn't. It was a rambling, disconnected mess. Which is not to say that most of these aren't rambling, disconnected messes, but it was worse than usual. But I'll kind of cover some of the basics here in a minute on that. Well, after they got that done, got it loaded, and I got it secured and tarped, it was I'm thinking it was right at 1 o'clock. Now I started looking at my options and started looking at the route to take, and I decided to take, was not really the shortest route, but it was a better route than going up the other way, which is up, 70 US 75 to up to US 69 through Oklahoma to US 412 and across through Fayetteville and all that. And I had decided that I was either going to stop in Muskogee, Oklahoma at the Pilot, the Loves and Shalom Springs. Well, I got to the Muskogee Pilot in Muskogee, parked the truck, and looked at my hours. I had like almost 5 hours left. I had almost no problems coming up. So I ran inside, took a shower and all that jazz, and got back out and hit the road again, knowing that it'd take me 2 hours to get to Shalom. So I got to Shalom, and I still had 3 hours left. So I hauled ass, excuse my French, and I got here on the Home Depot lot here in Mountain Home with about 6 minutes left on my 14-hour clock. So I parked the truck way in the back of the parking lot. Of course, when I got here, it was almost midnight, and it was the pitch black out here, but I could still see the parking lot, from the stars and the little bit of light that was coming off the building itself with the lot lights are out. So I parked the truck way in the back and relaxed and went to bed, and got a message. Okay. And then I just kind of relaxed for the weekend. On Sunday, I went and had a long lunch at El Chico, which was here in the parking lot of the store, and watched television the rest of the day, and got up this morning and came and check in, and he is, I don't know, he's almost done unloading. But the good thing is if I wait till 10 a.m., which is in roughly an hour and a half to leave, which I'm going to, I will have a full reset. So that works for me. I just got a pre-plan, and it works for this too, because the pickup's not till 3 o'clock. I got to go to Blytheville, and then I got to take that to Kansas. So it's 3 hours to Blytheville, then 5 hours to Kansas. That's cool. I hadn't been to Kansas. Well, I've been to Kansas City. All right, I can handle that. The other good thing is I had a really good week last week mileage-wise. I know I complained about coming up here. I really didn't think about it, but when I got here and I checked out my closing mileage this morning when they sent out the messages, I had over 2,700 miles for the week, almost 2,800 miles for this week. Good week's paycheck. However, I am not going to do this Saturday thing again. You know, I'm still kind of upset. But that's what my message about Saturday was. I got a bunch of emails and I got some questions and posts about the complaining and everything else. Let me tell you something. This blog is about one thing, about my day-to-day life. It's got nothing to do with whether it's with Maverick. If I was at another company, I'd still be doing it like I did before. You know, and it's basically just what I go through day to day, good and bad. And I get more messages telling me that people appreciate the fact that I tell the good and the bad. And if my complaining bothers you, and you know, if you're one of those people that don't like to hear me complain, then I don't know why you're watching these, because truck drivers complain a lot. I've said that before. You know, it's like a prerequisite. They teach you how to complain in CDL school or whatever. I don't know. Suffice to say, these blogs going forward will continue to be just like they have been. I will tell every day where I've been, where I'm going, how things are going, whether I'm happy, whether I'm unhappy, the good, the bad, and the extremely ugly. You know, I could leave things out. I generally don't. I just say whatever comes to my mind while I'm doing these videos. So that's it. I kind of just condensed there what I spent 17 minutes talking about for the video that I was going to upload Saturday, which I didn't do. So he's almost done unloading here, so I'm going to pull around up front, text my fleet manager, let him know what I'm doing, that I'm staying here till 10 before I head over to Blytheville, and so I get a full reset, and then get a mosey on. I'll let y'all know what's going on when I get to Blytheville. Good afternoon, YouTube. How are you this afternoon? I am not too bad. Not too bad at all. It is about 4 o'clock Central Time, and I'm in Blytheville, Arkansas, at Kinder Morgan. Yeah, Kinder Morgan. I waited till 10 o'clock to leave, actually 9:58, and then headed over here. It was about 200 miles, roughly, and all through the back roads, US 412, US 62, and then Arkansas 18 to get over here. And I'd never been here before. It's way back up in here, and it's all dirt and nasty and ridiculous. Near Newcore, Blytheville. I got here at just before 2 o'clock. Went ahead and checked in. They went ahead and took me. My appointment wasn't until 3. And then, so I set up. I picked up 5 out of the side coils. They weigh 9,870 pounds apiece. And so got the trailer all set up, and then waited in line to get on the scale, go inside, get my loading information, and pulled up right into the door. Had to wait a little bit for somebody that was in front of me to finish securing their coil and get out. Excuse me. And then I pulled up, got my 5, real easy. Pulled out, secured it, and tarped it. And securing and tarping took 41 minutes. Took about 15 minutes to set up, so an hour altogether to do my part. Took them about 20-25 minutes to get it on there. Now I'm waiting in line to scale out, get my bills, and leave I have just over 8 hours on my 14 and just over 7 hours of driving available. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up the road to the Pilot that's up the street, do a load check there, pop inside for a real quick shower, buy fuel, and then take off and see how far I can get. I'm hoping to make it to Springfield or Carson, Missouri. One of the two. And I'd like to make it as far as Peculiar, but that's not going to happen. Because I'll be driving through the back roads up into Missouri to get to Springfield. And actually pretty much the same way out that I did to come in, until I get to the 63 junction off of 62 412, and then I'll head north to Springfield. So all in all, it's been a pretty good day. I had absolutely zero issues getting this load taken care of. So I've been waiting in line to get out for about 30 minutes. But there's just got a lot of traffic, and they have one, maybe two loading bays working. I'm not sure if that's normal or what. Like I said, I've never been in here before, so I'm gonna get my bills and chuck on out of here. Hopefully I can take a shower up there. If not, I'll wait till I get to Springfield and take a shower. Somewhere I'm going to get one. Because of course I didn't have one yesterday because I was at the Home Depot all day. So that's it. I guess we will talk tomorrow when I get over there to unload just outside of Kansas City. And until then, keep the shiny side up. 73s and be safe. Bye.